Hey everyone, welcome back. Uh, Got a new project here today. A lot of mine only have two wheels, like my Bradleys or my Snowbirds. But picked up this Allis Chalmers. It's a B10. Nearest I can figure, it's probably somewheres in between 64, 67, 8, somewheres in that era. But I just more or less felt sorry for this tractor. Um, Pretty rough shape, but I have had it running. But it's got the big old cast iron Briggs in it, and well, there was a lot of issues with this. The first one that I ran into is it's got a brand new carburetor on it. Right down here. I thought that was a plus, but ends up being it's not. I've had it running. It came with a nice heavy snow plow, and I've pushed some snow around with it, but it'll only run when it's 3/4 to full choke, and then once in a while, she's loading up really bad, black smoke, but no blue smoke. So that's the main thing I'm concerned with. It's not burning any oil, but this is one of those things that somebody played with, and they played with it too much. Here's the points down here for controlling your spark, and somebody put some new points on it, I believe, and of course they didn't put the cover back on, and I didn't get the cover, but ended up running it a little bit, and I had engine oil dripping off the bottom here of the condenser down here, running down here where it's all nice and clean. Drip, drip, drip. So, not good. And I wasn't sure exactly where it was coming from, but you can see there's a head right here of a screw. Well, it was dripping off the bottom of the condenser, and I couldn't see where it was coming from. It wasn't running down from this screw. I wasn't sure whether it was shooting across, hitting that condenser and going down. But what I actually found was, move this condenser out of the way a little bit. There's another hole for another screw like this one, right dead center behind that, almost dead center. And as soon as I put a screw back in that hole, the oil leak stopped. So what a nice find that was. But this tractor, somebody butchered the paint job. It's supposed to be a yellow, like that stripe right there, and like all them spots you can see back there, but over time it has been red. Now this crappy maroon color, and there's remnants of where it was blue at one time, but it's been a lot of years gone by, so I just felt sorry for this old girl. Somebody very graciously painted my B10 tag there, and got a lot of overspray on the Allis Chalmers. But, should be yellow and white, basically. But like I say, I had it running some, and it seems like a beast, just like I knew they were. When I was younger, my parents had mid-70s model Allis Chalmers. That was a 716, and that was a real nice machine. That had a high and low range, where this only has one. So next issue I ran into, was in the center when you were steering. You had a click click and you could lift the steering wheel about 3 inches up out of that tube. Well, down here where that nice shiny bolt is with a nut on it to make it shorter, there's 2 bolts. There's one that comes in here from the right and one that comes in here from the left, and both of those bolts were out of there, which was letting that whole joint right there just raise up, jump around. But this is quite the tunnel down through here to catch stuff. And I found one bolt, found all the washers. That probably this was the one bolt that was in it. I don't know whether the other one got out the back or it got somewhere. It doesn't appear to be in there now, but I had to take this panel off that goes across here to get to it. But basically, there's the yellow. Well, they painted everything up, quite a mess. Has 2 different size tires on the back. Not the original seat. But I do have the original seat. Not quite all of it. This is an add-on. Oh, we got some serious blue going on underneath that fender. Yeah, that was kind of a halfy job there. A little dirty. Got her outside here today, giving her a little treat, giving her some grease and that front end, and yeah, a little degreasing to do back here, see what we got. But transmission and everything seems to be working good. I think somebody changed the fuel tank. I think this cap for the original fuel tank was probably right there where the nice circle is, and then somebody did a little hack in there to make that one work. But I just started taking my blowgun, blowing some junk out of that tunnel down through there, and then I turned it on to the paint here a little bit, right up at the top where that white is. That most of that I peeled with just the air gun a little bit, but no smoke out of that big old cast iron Briggs, and I'm happy. I mean, the rest of it, I don't think I'm going to make any kind of show tractor out of it or anything like that. I just fix them up, use them. Like I say, usually I do the David Bradleys and stuff over there. This is only my second 4-wheeled tractor. I have a S19 SpeedX here with a blade on it. And that's one thing. This Allis did come with a really heavy blade, good blade. But as soon as I felt the issue with the steering, I took that blade right off, because I didn't want to tear anything up any worse. And I wasn't sure whether it was teeth or something down in there. It turns out to be, it was a very simple fix with putting a couple of bolts back in that, and you know, no real parts required. From what little I had it running, I do believe, you know, the starter generator right there, it is working to start it, but I don't believe it's charging the battery back up, because I ran this, I don't know, 8 or 10 times, and just got a little lawnmower battery in it. And I made another video before this and was going to start it up and run it, and of course the battery was not up enough to get her started. That was the first time that happened, but obviously it happened right smack in the middle of a video. Never had that happen to me before, so anyway, it's got all the hitch mechanism back here on the back for whatever attachments you want. If I can reach the handle here with my other hand. She's heavy, I know that. What little bit I plowed some snow with it, you know, some piles that I had kicking around here. Everything is pretty well melted away now, but it's early March, so it's hard to say what's going to happen. But no, I picked this up pretty cheap, and like I say, I just really feel sorry for the condition that it's in, but I believe that's a drivetrain wise, you know, the engine and transmission, rear end, and all that stuff. I mean, it feels really good. So it's just going to be a matter of making it look halfway decent, and if we can get a good far away look on it, you know, so she looks good when you're further away, that'll be good enough for me, I think, as long as it functions good. Here is the backrest for the seat. I think I'm missing one of those arms, but well, I just wanted to do a video on it before I really got going on it, and I don't even know, right now the weather's changing. I'm sure my work schedule is going to be changing, so I don't know how much work I'm going to get done on it, but we'll see. Pretty nice old rig though, and I'd love to just get her looking a little better and have a second tractor or whatever, 22nd tractor or something like that to plow the driveway with, or another toy is all. But alright, well, thanks for watching, and I'm sure we'll have some more videos coming. See ya.